Hey, what's up, YouTube? Welcome back to another video. I hope you guys are having a good day. If you're not, I'm sorry. I wish I could help, but I most likely can't. So, what are you gonna do about it? Sue me. Just kidding, don't sue me. I barely have money. As you guys can see, I got myself another camera, the Firefly 6S. It's not bad. It's not a bad secondary camera, or a backup camera for that matter. It was $80. It's basically a knockoff GoPro, you know, but $80-ish plus a bunch of its accessories, the water housing. It's not bad, honestly. Fairly good quality. I just don't like that the exposure, it's really high, and even when I put it in the lowest setting, it's still pretty high. But due to that, it actually records a lot better than my GoPro Hero at night. So what I'm thinking about doing is I'm only gonna have this one mostly for like certain vlogs or special occasions, probably like the ones where I'm recording with my dinosaur mask helmet cover thingy-majigger. So I figured, since I'm always out riding and I always happen to freaking whatever, like my GoPro dies or I stay out really late, I could use this one during the day and use the Firefly 6S during the night, because you could actually see what I'm recording at night. On the GoPro Hero, you can't see anything but lights, like every so often, you know. It doesn't look well, because I don't like being out late without any recording capability. You never know when you're gonna run into some asshole, you know, and you might need you know, like documentation of whatever happens. Look at all these pretty cars. I wouldn't mind having me a brand new truck, brand new Dodge Ram. That'd be sick. Or a Hellcat. I would love to get me the Hellcat, but unfortunately that's out of my budget right now. I hear motorcycle. Oh, there it is. Talking about cars, I figured I'd tell you guys a little story about how my car got stolen. Yay! No yay. No, yeah, I figured that'd be a cool little short motovlog story right there. Basically, the car that I had before this bike was a 1995 Honda Passport. It was like a 4-door truck, 4-wheel drive. It was nice, you know. Fairly fuel efficient, you know. It got me from point A to B. It wasn't the nicest looking truck, but it was decent. I mean, a hoofty's a hoofty, right? Obviously, being an older car, I never really spent too much money on it, like fixing it up. I would go to the junkyard and get all the pieces that I needed, like replacement parts and whatnot, things that weren't necessary for me to get brand new, you know. So I did that a lot. And one of these occasions, I was at the junkyard for about 2 hours, so I was in there for quite a while. So eventually I did find the pieces that I needed. However, by the time I got out, my car was gone. Yep, got out with the pieces I needed, but no car. Zero caro. That sucked, you know. I just remember, like, my heart just sinking to my stomach. Like, ugh, I felt so nauseous. I felt sick. I was mad. I was just, oh man, I couldn't believe that had happened to me. For those of you who have never had your car stolen, it is the shittiest feeling in the world. Like, if you have ever lost an iPod or an iPhone or any phone or your wallet, whatever, take that feeling and multiply it by 25. That's how crappy it feels to get your car stolen. So I'm like, alright, whatever. After I got over the initial shock, I figured, hey, I'm gonna go up to the main guy and one that you pay to, because there's supposed to be cameras around here or whatever. At least that's what they tell you, you know, so you won't steal parts. So I'm like, alright, let's see if what they can show me. Maybe they captured something useful, you know. So I go up to the guy and I'm like, hey man, do you guys have any camera footage I can view for like the last 2 to 3 hours, because, you know, my car got stolen. And he's like, oh, what kind of car was it? I'm like, it's a Honda Passport. I mean, it's not like a racer or anything. It's not a fast car. It's just a little truck. And he's all like, I honestly couldn't believe what he did. He just looked at me and he's like, that's the 5th Honda this month. And I'm like, are you kidding me? So you mean to tell me that you're having a car theft problem and you have yet to do anything about it? I'm like, alright, well, is there any footage? He's like, no, we actually don't have cameras here except for like pointing at the window where you pay because in case things happen there, but in the parking lot and inside the junkyard there are no cameras. I'm like, okay, well, I guess whatever, man. So I'm like, alright. I called the cops, I filed my report, and as they're asking me these questions, they asked me like, oh, did you see anybody following you, anything strange or whatever? And I'm like, no, not really, nothing out of the ordinary. I mean, if you've been in a junkyard, you know that everybody's just kind of walking around aimlessly looking to cars and shit. So I'm like, alright. And then they basically tell me, oh, because we've actually had several calls about the same issue from the same location, and we're starting to investigate it because we do believe there might be a link as to these things happening here. Either there's an employee there that notifies people about the cars, or it's the whole junkyard as a whole who have a system figured out already, you know? So I'm like, damn, that sucks. Eventually, I mean, I got my car back. They found it in a ditch. It was just crap by the time I got it. They had ran it into a ditch, and they hit a rock or a boulder or something, and the oil pan thing, whatever, pushed so far up that it flooded basically the whole engine bay. So that sucked. I ended up selling the car for like junk price, you know, on Craigslist, just to like get some money out of it. There was like literally nothing of real value in there. The most they could have gotten out of that situation was like no more than $200. Seriously. The most valuable thing in there was the battery. Other than that was the spare tire and a few little tools I had there, like a hammer and a few screwdrivers, little things like that. But it was so stupid that they took everything, literally. They took out all my trash, all my dirt. I even had a pair of dirty clothes in there that I had from work, and they took that too. I'm like, why? You're not going to use that. It has the restaurant logo and everything, you know? So I'm like, okay, whatever. So they basically cleaned up the car but fucked it up, so that sucked. It was so dumb. I'm like, whatever. So that sucked. I mean, it was a bitch. I was very disappointed by that situation. I mean, at the end of the day, if it is a worker there, or if it is the junkyard as a whole that have a system figured out there, it sucks. I mean, yeah, they're screwing people over. I mean, these are people that are just trying to make their car keep working for a little bit longer, you know? They're not super expensive cars for the most part. So you ruin their day, and it sucks for them. They end up having to get a new car, you know? But what I think really sucks is that in this situation, the ones that are really going to be screwed over at the end is the junkyard itself, because nobody's going to really want to keep going there. I mean, nobody's going to trust it, you know? So it affects business. I'm pretty sure this isn't the only junkyard this has happened to. And why I'm here actually is because of that. See? That over there. That little house right there with a little square. That's where they have the camera. And my car was literally on the second aisle, like 5 spots down. Anybody could have seen it. But nobody saw anything. So, that sucked. I mean, if you know, if anybody from Bakersfield is watching this and you know anything about junkyards, you probably recognize this place. I'm not going to say the name of it or anything, because I didn't need to get sued for all the non-existent money I have. But it's a shitty situation to find yourself in, honestly. I had to call for a ride. So yeah, if it is you, oh, what the hell? That was weird. If it was you, junkyard, shame on you. Oh my god, this road is like blah 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 blah. I don't know if you guys can tell in the footage. Feels kind of good, like the seat. It's like massaging my butt right now. Feels pretty good. I'm not sure if that's gay or not. I'm wiping the sweat off my mustache. Or not even mustache, man. I don't really like growing out my mustache. It's not very manly. This is the crappiest road ever. I mean, it's kind of smooth, but it's just kind of bumpy. I don't know why. Anyways, guys, I hope you guys have a good day or night, morning, evening, lunch, breakfast, burritos! And if you guys like this video, go ahead and hit the like button, subscribe, comment, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace, my subscriber, YouTube people.